Let's do an easy calculation of ANOVA here. So here we have taken three variables x1, x2, x3. Each one of them has n is equal to 10. So number is 10 in each one of them. So we have listed down the variables x1, x2, x3, and now what we'll do is we quickly sum up these three variables so that we can move on to next step. So after making the sum of these three variables, what is our next step? We'll take out the square of each of the variables. So if variable 1 is x1, the square of x1 will be x1 square. We'll make a separate column for that, and we'll quickly make a square of all the three variables, because we are talking about three variables here, x1, x2, x3. So x1 square, x2 square and x3 square. We'll quickly do calculate these three in separate columns, and after that we will move on to another calculation where we need to find out the total of x1, x2 and x3, that will be x. Okay, so see here I've made a separate column, that is the seventh column here, where I am taking the addition of x1, x2 and x3. So here we are done with that, and we'll do a sum of x1, x2, x3 also. Now the eighth column will have a sum of x1 square, x2 square and x3 square. So we'll quickly do a calculation of x1, x square, x2 square and x3 square, and we'll call it as x square. Right, so here the first step of calculation of ANOVA is to calculate ST square, that is total group of sum of square. The formula for that is very simple, that here we will take the sum of x square, that is the last column that you can see, sum of x square, and minus c. What is c here? C is the critical value. So we will calculate the critical value that we need to deduct from sum of square. The critical value formula will be the sum of x and the whole square of it divided by n. So what is n here? N is the sum of all three n's. So here we are talking about three groups, so n is equal to n1 plus n2 plus n3. So likewise we have calculated c here. There the value of c will take out, and we will deduct it from sum of x square to take out total group of sum of square. That is the first step of ANOVA. So here we are done with the calculation of ST square, that is total group of sum of square. The next step will be to take out the sum of between group of square. So that we call it between group sum of square. Right. So the formula of it is very simple to remember. Sum of each variable, whole square of it. So here I am doing sum of x1 square plus sum of x2 square plus sum of x3 square, right. So divide each one by the n of each, so n1, n2 and n3. So these can vary. Here it is 10, so in some calculations it can vary also. So n1 can be 10, n2 can be 8, n3 can be some other number, and we will deduct critical value from this also, and let's do the calculation now. Okay, so after total group of sum of square and between group of sum of square, now we will calculate within group sum of square. So this is extremely simple. We only need to deduct the first two values, that is we will call it as SW square, and we will find it out by calculating ST square minus SB square. So we calculated two values in the previous steps, and we only need to find a difference of these two values, difference between total group of sum of square and between group of sum of square. So here we will get the within group sum of square. Now next step is to calculate the degree of freedom. Degree of freedom for each group of sum of square. So for total group of sum of square, degree of freedom will be different. That will be total n, that is n1 plus n2 plus n3 minus 1, right? So we will calculate the value here. For between group of sum of square, the degree of freedom will be k minus 1. So k here is the number of the groups. So number of groups here is 3. So it will be 3 minus 1. Within group sum of square, it will be n minus k. So this is very simple. So we got the value of degree of freedom of each one of these. Now we need to calculate the mean square of variance. So we will make a table for the calculation. Mean square of variance will be the last column. The first column will be the source of variance. The second column will be the value of the variance, that is we will consider between group sum of square and within group sum of square. So these two values we will consider, and the third column will be degree of freedom. So this is how roughly the table will look like. So here we will place the values that we have calculated. We only need to place the values, and in the last column we need to calculate mean sum of squares of between group and within group. That is very simple. We only need to place the values of the calculations that we have done. So here we are placing the value of SB square that we got. Now placing the value of SW square that we have got. Degree of freedom of each one of it place in the column, and now mean sum of square will divide the sum of square by degree of freedom. So SW square divided by degree of freedom of SW square. And similarly, mean sum of square for within group will be SW square divided by the degree of freedom for that. So now we are done with all the calculation. We only need to find out the F ratio. For the F ratio, we need to divide both mean sum of square of between group and within group. So between group divided by within group, mean sum of square. So we will quickly place the values that we have calculated in the above table, and we only need to divide it and find out a value for the F ratio. After we have done the calculated value of F ratio, we need to quickly look into the table to see the critical value of F at 0.05 and critical value of F at 0.01. Sometimes it's given in the problem itself, the two values are given so that we can find the significance of F ratio, or if it's not given, we can find it from the table. So now we saw that the critical value of F is at 0.05 is less than the calculated one, and critical value of F at 0.01 is more than the calculated one. So the interpretation here, the last part, the interpretation is that null hypothesis is accepted at 0.05 critical value because the value is less than the calculated value.